Indian Navy was planning an attack on Karachi. On 9th of December, you were heading as a commander of PNS Hangur, then launched a successful combat operation and ultimately sank INS Kukri.
And the modern warfare is that you must predict the enemy's movement while denying the enemy to read your mind. That is the crux. If he's read your mind, then you lost the war.
Chief of Defense Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir, other than touching many other things, he specifically warned India that if you attack Pakistan again, the next response from Pakistan will be more harder, more tough, and more buffeting. How you see this combined now, CDF?
Well, CDF has said very right. It's a morale booster, and we should not take everything lying down. I support him as a veteran. Everybody is said. And I have no hesitation in saying that their center of gravity is Vikrant and the aircraft carrier. So I meet the young people and I tell them absolutely with bottom of my heart that my inside says, I pray there's no war. But if there's a war, do better than me. Go and strike their center of gravity. Go and sink Vikrant.
INS Vikrant and?
Yes, and the other one.
The other
Absolutely.
One. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to program Insight in V News English. Dear viewers, 9th December is celebrated and observed in Pakistan's defense history as Pakistan's Navy Hangur Day. It is back in 9th December 1971 when Pakistan Navy submarine PNS Hangur, in one of the finest, swift and most daring operation, destroyed Indian Navy's pride INS Kukri. And INS Kukri was destroyed, and after the destruction of INS Kukri, Pakistan's port city of Karachi was saved from third possible attack from Indian Navy warships. And this all happened with the commander, the then commander of Pakistan Navy, PNS Hangur. It was headed by Commander Ahmad Tasneem, who later on was promoted to the rank of Vice Admiral, and he's now war veteran and sitting in our studios. Very warm welcome to program Insight in V News English.
Thank you very much, Mateen sahab. Thank you very much.
And it is indeed an historic day. So on already 3rd and 4th of December 1971, Indian Navy was planning an attack on Karachi. So then on 9th of December, you were heading as a commander of PNS Hangur, then launched a successful combat operation and ultimately sank INS Kukri. And it was Indians Navy's pride that you destroyed it within few seconds. So how this happened from 1st December to the 9th of December, this battle between Pakistan Navy and Indian Navy?
Thank you, Mateen sahab. Actually, I'll probably go a little advance. People ask me, I agree and very grateful to God will give me courage that I could do this. That sinking of Kukri, I agree, it is the first warship sinking by a submarine action since Second World War, no doubt.
Exactly.
But my contribution at strategic level was that Indians had attacked Karachi twice before.
Before 9th of December?
Before 9th. They had tried. Once they inflicted damage on two of our ships, and then second attack, they attacked our fuel tanks of Karachi, and off Kimari there was a fire. So they were preparing a devastating third attack. And my contribution at strategy level was, and they themselves have written in the book, that when Kukri got sunk, they had to pick up their own survivor, and Kirpan got damaged. They called off the third strike. They called off the third attack on Karachi, which would have caused colossal damage. So it's true.
So this resulted after the sinking of the INS
Kukri, because
Kukri.
they had to pick up their survivor, this, that, sinking
They
of a
were in
ship.
deep shock after INS Kukri sank.
Yes. But it was not in a deep water. Yeah, absolutely. So, just in summary, they expected, because the luck favors the brave who take risk. And the modern warfare is that you must predict the enemy's movement while denying the enemy to read your mind. That is the crux. If he's read your mind, then you lost the war. So they thought that definitely submarine will operate minimum of 100-meter depth. I mean 40, 50, because we must have 40 below to recover from any emergency, thing like that. That is the doctrine. So they were operating in 50 to 60 meter water, not expecting me. But I'm afraid I took risk, because I do believe that luck favors the brave who take calculated risks. So I calculated, I went and attacked my targets in less than 60 meter water. So that's one.
Less than 60
Less than
meter
60,
water.
55 to 60. Took risk, believe in God and the barakat, and also it's luck favors the brave who take risk. Absolutely. So this is one thing.
This is one thing. Other aspect.
Other aspect is this, that when my first torpedo I fired, it did not explode. It homed, absolutely all right. But as we understand, it probably ran deeper. Anyway, the mechanism did not actuate and it did not explode. It passed. Then you suddenly feel a sense of failure. And I
That
believe
torpedo did not explode.
explode because you have done everything in this and that. But I believe it is the failure when your true leadership quality comes. So we took quick decision, advised by my ops room team, A.U. Khan, Bukhari Sahab, and Wasim, my torpedo officer, and we took a quick turn on Kukri, which was passing on our right or starboard side at high speed, and under not so very perfect firing condition, we fired the second torpedo
On INS
on
Kukri.
Kukri at her back stern.
You had all the powers to fire?
Yes, so we had received the code word, so we shot.
Okay, you received the code.
No, at that time. And that torpedo exploded under the magazine. The ammunition he was carrying against me, 60 tons.
60 tons.
So you imagine if a torpedo explodes, the magazine explodes of 60 ton, the ship will sink less than 2 minutes. So the ship back got broken. It sank in less than 2 minutes, and they lost 18 officers and 178 sailors.
I mean, these all killed.
Yes, it's true. They all couldn't come because the ship sinks less than 2 minutes, you can't come. So they lost that. They agreed to that. And it is naturally the first such sinkings in Second World War.
Then how this success reached to the top leadership within the communication was not that advanced. So how it reached to the commander-in-chief, the then president at that time?
Well, commander-in-chief sent us a very lovely message because we don't talk too much. Because 3 days, so I was under being depth charge, I could not listen, no communication, this and that. But when I came, the commander-in-chief, Admiral Muzaffar, God bless him, he was kind enough to come and receive me at the jetty. When I arrived, received me at the jetty, and so did Commander Submarines, Admiral Niazi, that time Captain Niazi. They all came. And then the government had changed. Bhutto Sahab was the president at that time. So he also came later, and he awarded a number of Sadara Jurat, Tamga Jurat, Imtiazi Sanad to, everybody can't get it, although it's the team, but these are the rules and regulation. We were 52, but I say publicly that I share my SJ, Sadara Jurat, with my crew, and it is the loyalty of the crew and the teamwork which gave us success, absolutely.
What was the vision at that time of Pakistan Navy, the strategy and the vision that motivated commander and all other team members like you to to achieve it that great victory? Under which strategy and vision of Pakistan Navy?
Well, that frankly, Mateen Sahib should be asked for the naval headquarters. But anyway, before we get a briefing, top secret briefing before we sail, before I sailed, the briefing given, I can divulge now, 54-year briefing.
So it is now declassified.
Oh yes, declassified.
Ji.
The briefing, top secret given to us was that the government does not want to open a second front on West Pakistan. So once I get this briefing,
This was second front and East Pakistan was first front.
not in West Pakistan or A, B, and C. Once I get this briefing, I go off Bombay. I have no way to get anything fresh because we are very, very miser in communication because I get detected. This was the briefing. That is the reason when second and third night, 8 ships passed over me in
Indian ships.
Oh yes, Indian ship. I could not attack because I had not received the code word. Mateen Sahib, attacking a warship of another country is act of war. It's all very well to say.
Without receiving a court
Without
permission.
receipt, but I have to get government permission. Government permission came later. Later, when these was. But then this Indian flotilla was heading towards Karachi. I broke radio silence and I told them that they are coming for you. This is that flotilla which carried out the first attack on Karachi. That one.
So, how you see the difference in 1971 and 2025? In 2025, Pakistan's armed forces, all three, Pakistan Navy, Pakistan Air Force, and on the front, Pakistan Army, and with the Strategic Command Force, gave a befitting response to India. And Pakistan Navy also detected some Indian Navy activity. So technologically, how you see transformation from 1971 to 2025? In 2025, three armed forces with synergy again gave a surprise and befitting response to an enemy many times bigger and many times stronger.
I will answer this in 3 parts. First of all, that thing, man behind the gun, is gone.
Is important thing. Man behind the gun.
No, it's finished. When I joined the Navy, it was the battleships in the Second World War and the concentration of gunpowder, so it was man behind the gun, very rightly. I'm talking about 1953, 54. Then 60s and 70s, they said it's man behind the computer. You see, it's the problem.
Man behind the
computer. Now I'm afraid
Cyberspace.
it is the brain behind the computer. So I've answered your question very technologically, brain behind the computer. You could be in wheelchair in the operation room of a service
Handling the computer.
and still conduct the war. That doesn't mean that you should be manning the field units in wheelchair, but I'm just giving an example.
True.
As long as it's the brain behind the computer. It is now the electronic warfare. It is roughly, if I tell you, electronically blinding the enemy to attack you and electronically penetrating the enemy with accuracy to attack him.
And this was in 2025.
This is the 2025. This is the way it is. It is electronic. And the other difference is this, that earlier the target was visible. Now all the weapons are over the horizon. Sensors are there. So when you don't see anything happening, you need to think much more. So in summary, it is the electronic warfare, it is the cyber knowledge, it is the satellite technology, and everything to do with electronics. And you have to master this.
That's correct, that so many things change, particularly on technological front. An important development is that on this day, 9th of December, Pakistan's Chief of Defence Forces, Field Marshal Asim Munir, and Chief of Naval Staff issued commemorative messages on this Hangur Day. And in the message, Pakistan's Navy Chief announced that they will be building submarines with the name of Hangur, although the Hangurs were grounded many years ago. But what is the reason behind new submarines being inducted with the name of Hangur, please?
First of all, I'd like to take advantage of this forum to thank Chief of Defense Forces for a very nice, encouraging, morale-boosting message we got this morning. Okay.
On this day, 9th December.
Yes, 9th
Hangur
December.
Day.
With this, in spite of his busy schedule, we got the message. I was conveyed, and I think me and my crew are very grateful. It's a great morale booster for our service, and especially the submarine service. I want to publicly thank the naval leadership earlier. It takes time. Who took a very wise decision to name the new induction on the name of Hangur. It is a psychological, technical, ethical morale booster because Hangur. And they have named the first 4 submarines like PNS Hangur will be named also, which I commanded. PNS Shushuk, the PNS Mangro, then PNS Ghazi, because there was a Daphne class submarine, PNS Ghazi also. Also, I'm grateful to naval leadership for having decided that the 4 submarines which are being built here, the first one and that one, that is the 5th in series, will be named PNS Tasneem. So I'm very grateful. Naval Chief has said very rightly and very correctly, these are very advanced submarines.
These are very advanced.
Advanced submarine, diesel, but they have a special air-independent system.
And these submarines are in manufacturing process?
Oh, yes. PNS Hangur now is on trials in China because first 4 will be. And inshallah, next year, it will arrive Karachi safely with grace of God. More than that, it will not be good to talk. And they are doing their weapon trial, their this trial, all the trials. Then the second one, Shushuk and Mangro. PNS Tasneem is under construction here, and a year and a half or so, it will also start its trial. So we will have 8 very modern submarines, state of the art, with over-the-horizon weapons and excellent sensors underwater and also in the air, electronics. More than that, we should not. And I think I can only say that whatever I know and I can divulge, they would have the best sensors, the best weapons, and I say for my service, the best people to run it.
The best people to run it, but in the address to Tri-Services top leadership, Chief of Defense Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir, other than touching many other things, he specifically warned India that if you attack Pakistan again, the next response from Pakistan will be more harder, more tough, and more befitting. How you see this combined now, CDF?
Well, CDF has said very right, it's a morale booster and we should not take everything lying down. I support him as a veteran, everybody has said.
So your response to the threat from India specifically?
Yes. Having said that, I said that our target from the Navy side would be their center of gravity.
No.
Center. Why should we go a small ship? It should be their center of gravity.
If they attack.
Indian. And I have no hesitation in saying that their center of gravity is Vikrant and the aircraft carrier. So I meet the young people and I tell them absolutely with bottom of my heart that my inside says, I pray there's no war. But if there's a war, do better than me. Go and strike their center of gravity. Go and sink Vikrant.
INS Vikrant?
Yes, and the other one.
The other
absolutely. So that's when I say, and why should I hide my feeling? This is what I tell my juniors, those to come. If I send kukri, do better. Go and sink their most important ship. And I think they will do it.
They will do it.
Yes.
So where do you see Navy of Pakistan Navy of 1971 and where Navy stands now 2025 in terms of transformation, technology? As you said, most modern submarines are there. Other than submarines, the modernization process is in progress in Pakistan Navy?
Far, far better. I think our naval leadership from 2000 onward has done very well. Mateen Saab, once American naval chief was asked, what is your primary function
What is your
in
primary
peacetime?
function?
So he said to get funds from the government.
Look at funds from the government.
So our naval leadership from 2000 onward has done very well. They've convinced the importance of the army, of the navy, of the three dimension. So we first time have a number of surface ships which are brand new, state of the art, with over the horizon weapons and everything. We never had a new ship before, except small. It's a great achievement. Also, 8 new submarines. Also, the air platform is there. The proof of this is that the Indian naval chief had a stomachache. He said about 2 months ago, the Pakistan Navy is built up quietly. They are danger to us because they
Yes, there was a statement. Exactly.
But Navy is a silent service. I'm one of the senior veterans. Our training is not to brag. We are a silent service. We keep
Remain
quiet.
humble and low profile.
Yes, and low profile. And when we sink the ship, then we talk.
Thank you so much indeed, Admiral Ahmad Tasneem, Vice Admiral Ahmad Tasneem, who was the commander of PNS Hangur. And this PNS Hangur finally destroyed INS Kukri.
Yes, that's right.
In one of the finest naval combat operation with one torpedo shot that destroyed INS Kukri. Thank you so much. Despite your very, very busy schedule on this historic day, you spared time and participated in our show.